Hello, welcome into my channel. My name is Shary. I'm so glad you're here with me today. Glad you could join me. In this video, we are doing a creative collaboration. It's brought to us, hosted by Patricia and Mariah at PM Artist Studio on YouTube. PMArtiststudio.com is their shop, and they also have a Facebook page that is called Makers of Mixed Media Art and Artists. Now, Patricia and Mariah host a whole lot of fun things. They've got swaps, they've got color challenges, they've got all kinds of different stuff going on. Plus, they stream 4 times a week now. They stream Sundays at 10 a.m. Central, which is 8 Pacific my time. And on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 3 p.m. Central, which is 1 p.m. my time. And on Monday, Mariah does a Mariah Makes at 8 o'clock my time, Pacific Coast, so 11 o'clock Central. So anyway, this month's creative collab that you can either be a YouTuber or a non-YouTuber. If you're a non-YouTuber, you post everything over in the Facebook group. So if you want to learn more about that, go to Makers of Mixed Media Art and Artists. You'll have to answer a couple questions. It's very simple. And then you can look up all the different stuff that they do every month. I happen to be a YouTuber, so most of the time I join in on the creative collabs. There's a host of very, very talented YouTubers and non-YouTubers alike that participate in these challenges and these hops. At the end of my video will be an end card, and you will click on that end card, and that will take you to the next person in this video hop so that it does not break, I guess it's called the link or the chain, something like that. But anyway, that's how you hop from one video to another. And our hashtag for this month is See Me Yesy. So it's hashtag SEAMEYAC. See Me Yesy. And so what I'm going to be sharing with you today is what I made for my challenge, my project. I've been wanting to make a couple of books, at least to get started with, to hold tags and pockets and pre-made ephemera. When I do the ATC and the tag swaps and that sort of thing that Patricia and Mariah at PM Artist Studio do monthly, you get wonderful, beautiful happy mail, and you trade cards and you trade tags and everything. But it comes a point where it's like, where do I put it? So I made these two. I do a lot of journals. And so I decided with my PM Artist Studio stencils, I went ahead and did some gel printing. These are smaller than my normal video. Here's for instance, this is one of my pre-made covers that I already have made, but I don't have it filled yet. So you can see this is a little smaller, but I was working on my 8x10 gel print plate. So I went ahead and made these just a tiny bit smaller. But this, as you can see, is the Sea of Crescents. Hold on, let me grab something real quick. This is the stencil, the Sea of Crescents. And I did this one in a more of a fall color scheme. Now this I did purchase from PM Artist Studio. And so I just did a number of rust colors and greens and golds and burnt umber, and just sort of wanted it to be real fall-like. So that's what this cover was from. Inside and out. Let me show you. So the inside is a different print, but I did it with the Sea of Crescents. And I also, that was a pocket or a print that I had previously done with the Sea of Crescents. And so I stuck that in there as a pocket. And so the purpose of this is, so when we do our swaps, this happened to come from Patricia Coogan, who's part of our PM Artist Studio family. And so I got these tags from her when we were swap partners 1 month. And I always just keep them. I have a little basket here that's got everything in the swaps. But now I want a place to put them. Not everything's going to fit in these small journals, but it's okay. You know, I can put a few things here and there. And what I'll do is say, for example, I leave these here. Then I'm going to write Trish Coogan, so I know who did these. So that just gives you an example of my thought process on these. So I'll just do a quick flip through. These videos are not going to be very long. I did a mixture of already done up Sea of Crescent prints. This is on rice paper, some of my coffee dyed paper. I believe that's just a roll off. Another print from the Sea of Crescents through over time. Here again, there's a jelly printed pocket that I made that I could go ahead and stick if nothing fit in. I'm trying to keep these from the swap people, but if it doesn't fit or doesn't work, I also have a basket of my pre-made ephemera. So I could say, for example, because this is in the same color scheme, I could put this tag that's ready to be finished and pop it in there. And then I could just put, you know, maybe my name on it or something, you know, it was something I made. But anyhow, that is just a little bit more. Those were roll-off pages. And I left them undecorated because I'm going to be adding to them. There's just a little fabric flip. You could hide a little something under. This is, again, the Sea of Crescents stencil on rice paper. Oh, that was a IMPP, which means imperfectly perfect package that I got from Patricia and Mariah. That means it wasn't cut 100% correctly on the Cricut machine, so they don't sell them, but they're very generous to share those with us that do the YouTube videos and share their product. But that just happened to come in an IMPP. Another Sea of Crescents. Just a little envelope there. I could tuck something in. Sea of Crescents again, just done in a green. Now this doesn't, I know it's, the challenge is the C, S-E-A, but I just didn't really, I just went more with the C. Sea of Crescents, not sea as in ocean. So, continuing on, just plenty of room, more Sea of Crescents. Just pretty much most of it, if it wasn't a roll-off or IMPP, was Sea of Crescents that I've done over time and just collected in this little art journal. So that's basically it. There again, just a little something I'd already done. I could use that as a belly band, or I could put something that somebody has traded me in, and that would work just great too. And then you get to the back, and I've got another little corner pocket here, the other side of this Sea of Crescent, and again, another pocket in the back. That doesn't match, but I'm just saying, for example, then I could put 2 of my tags in here, and it gives me a place to store them, or just use them or look at them, what have you. So that was my first one. So that is the Sea of Crescents. And then the other one I made was from an IMPP, an imperfectly perfect. My sorry silk is getting a little bit fuzzy on me there, but anyhow, this is Aqueous it's hard to say, Aqueous Effervescence. And I believe it's an IMPP, so it is not perfectly cut. So it was generously shared by PM Artist Studio. I'm guessing that this is the same thing, just smaller, because it seems to me to be the same pattern, but just in smaller format. But I thought it reminded me of like bubbles and the sea and the ocean and just real bubbly. So I chose this out of my IMPP envelope to do this journal. And so it's done in the same fashion. This one I sewed around with brown thread, and I kind of made it a C pattern a little bit on my machine. And then this one I did white. I did the same thing, but I did white, and I did put a little bit of lace on the spine of this one. But again, same thing. This one I did use more of other prints that I already had. Daisies are from PM Artist Studio. That is a stencil I purchased from them. You're gonna see some random ones that could be a number of stencils maybe together. I can see this one looks like maybe it was the Sea of Crescents as well that I'd done at one time or another. But again, little pocket, you can slide in, you know, that one wouldn't fit, but something small. If you had something small, you could slide it in there. Again, a little fabric flip, sort of just to bring in the journal aspect. Again, another coffee stained little envelope that I just had a little cutoff of a Going Daisies stencil print from PM Artist Studio. That's one of my favorite. I love that daisy one. I think that's so pretty. And again, probably just some roll off. This one I hadn't really started to decorate this one too much yet. I think it felt like I did a little more in the other one, but mainly this is just to show you the process of what I made. But again, a little side pocket made from a roll off. Again, Going Daisies. This is on rice paper. Plenty of room to add any pockets, tucks, anything you want, flip outs. Again, these were in the IMPPs, so I was doing something with bugs and bubble wrap. And let's see what else we got here. Same little IMPP birds, and the little nest things look like little nests to me. Again, looks to me like more Sea of Crescents. I've used that stencil quite a bit, but I pulled a lot of paper prints out of my stash to put into these because I felt like they weren't being used. And again, little bird and a nest. Another side of the bugs, the dragonfly and the butterfly. Daisies, Going Daisies, another roll off. Some sort of gel print, a couple more of these little Going Daisy cutoffs that I had. If I could get them back in there, but I think you get the point. It's sort of, I'll put it back in later. It's like a journal, but you build on it and you add, I'm going to add artistic things to it that people sent me to the best of my ability. I may have to go ahead and do a larger one. And I did forget to mention that these are on Amazon packaging is the base. And then I just did my gel prints, glued them onto Amazon packaging, and then sewed around them. I thought about decoupaging them, but I really wasn't sure how the gel printed paper would hold up to the decoupage. So I did not do that. Again, another Going Daisies pocket there, and the other side of that print and the back. And that is it, you guys. Those are my projects for this month for the hashtag See Me Yes See. So I hope you've enjoyed this video, and don't forget, at the end card, at the end of the video, there'll be that end card that pops up. You simply click on that and it takes you right to the next person in the hop. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Thanks so much for joining me, and I'll see you again real soon. Take care. Bye-bye.